Hello, this is Live in the Living Room Live 2025 Buckle and Boots. I'm joined by my co-star here, Regan from Wannabe Cowb0y.
Hi guys, hope you're all doing well.
And the amazing Kruse Brothers. We've got Chandler and Miles here. Hello guys, welcome to the UK.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having us.
So in terms of being here back in the UK, because this isn't your first time here, but it's your first time at Buckle and Boots, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
Are you excited? What's kind of going through your mind? What are you looking forward to the most with Buckle and Boots and the UK crowd as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's our second time here in the UK, first time in Manchester, and I mean, we've been blown away by the people mainly. I mean, everybody's been so friendly, and seems like there's a great culture for country music here, so we're excited to bring some honky tonk to Manchester, England, and have a good time. So
Absolutely exciting. I mean, I've been listening through your music as well, and I've got to say, the band sound incredible. The whole vibe between you guys, you got that traditional country sound. You know, a lot of people talk about what makes people country and what is country, and you know, there's a lot of this modern pop, you know, country and rock and whatnot. But you guys have got a proper traditional sound, and it's so different and so invigorating to hear as well. So you know, I just want to say, you know, thank you guys for bringing some incredible music out.
of course,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
In terms of songwriting, then, who's the man behind the lyrics? Who's the man behind the magic?
I mean, we co-write. I'd say I write a lot as well, but we co-write. I mean, we both do. Chandler's written a lot. He wrote Eleanor. We co-write a lot, and then I've written a few as well. But I don't. Yeah, so I'd say it's a joint venture. But
yeah. I mean, my brother and I, we've been playing music together for a long time, and that really reflects in the way that we write too. Like we obviously have our own styles and our own strengths, and we kind of have this perfect matching when it comes to songwriting, where Miles has this way with words, and he can describe things and emotions and feelings and scenes just in a way that I just blows my mind. And I love the music side of it. I love writing chord progressions. I love writing like melodies, and so when we write together, and we both share that burden together, but it's one of my favorite writing experiences that we ever have is when we get to write together. So we love writing music together. So yeah.
I mean, it is absolutely fantastic, and I've got to say, it's nice actually seeing you here. What is the one thing about UK festivals, or you know, performing in the UK, that you know makes you want to come back? Because obviously, being the second time back over here, you know, someone must say, you know what, yeah, I want to go there. I want to showcase my music to the UK. What is it that actually brings you here to Buckle and Boots?
yeah, I'd say people just love like country music here. More like Arizona. I mean, in the States, I think we take it for granted. It's just kind of a type of music, but here, like, there's more passion, I think, around it, and even just in the day that we've been here, like, people are describing why they love it, and really, they love it for a reason other than it's just part of the culture. It's more of like there's a deeper passion about it, which is so cool. So I think that's awesome. They love songs, they love stories, they love what it communicates, and that's what we love and why we do it. And so it feels like these people get it, and like that's you know, we would just want to play for anybody who gets it. You know what I mean? So we'll be back for sure.
Absolutely love it. Now, one of our partners here at Live in the Living Room, the wonderful Mr. Paul Adams, he hosts a show called You Country Podcast, and he's always got an amazing question that he asks, and it's always, what makes you country?
Oh yeah.
I say you, but both.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think that's such a loaded question. I think there's so many different answers, but I mean, we didn't grow up on a red dirt farm in the South, you know, which I think a lot of people is like, and we were nervous about that when we started just doing country music. We were like, well, we didn't like ride horses and do all that, you know, like, so can we authentically be country singers? And I think the answer is 100% yes. You know, like what we love is telling stories, and we love writing songs that are stories. And we grew up in the southwestern United States, in New Mexico and Arizona, where, I mean, cowboy culture is like based in the western United States, you know? So, I mean, we grew up in an adobe house. Like we just love the southwestern culture and the southwestern imagery. And so one of our top songs called White on the Ground, I mean, we didn't grow up as cowboys, but we grew up around this southwestern culture that you can just feel and you can sense in that song, with all this imagery that we love. And we're just like little kids just dreaming and writing what we think is awesome. So I think that's what makes us country is telling stories that is from our life, is from what we're inspired by, it's from what we think is cool and fun, and that's what we do. So
I mean, White on the Ground, I've got to say, is one of my favourite songs that I've listened to so
thank you.
far. Obviously, before these interviews, what we like to do is we like to have a quick, just listen to it. Because before here, this is the first time I've actually, kind of like come across you guys.
Right.
And it's so, I think that's the great thing about these festivals, particularly here in the UK, for a fan base that is only really developing into country. We've started growing in the past 10, 15 years. But to see you guys coming over, and then it makes us think, oh, who are these guys? Let's check their music out. And I've got to say, obviously, White on the Ground is one of the first ones on the Spotify list. And as I was saying earlier about the whole authentic country, the original country, that slide guitar throughout it as well. I'm a massive fan of slide guitar and pedal steels, and it just really, it gave me goosebumps earlier. I think it's actually starting to give me goosebumps thinking about it now.
cool.
In terms of creating those atmospheres where you're creating like White on the Ground and those sounds and those layers, is it like a collective thing of, okay, this needs this? Who's the brains behind that then, or is it just a collective thing?
Yeah, for that song, we actually got an opportunity to work with one of our dream producers, a guy named Trent Willman, who's he's the last year country album of the year winner, and so he's just a great dude. We got an opportunity to write with him, and then when we had White on the Ground go viral, he was our first call of like, hey, we want to produce this song. We had made that connection. We were like, would you want to do it? And he was like super excited about it. So, so kind of he put together a studio band, and we tracked in Nashville. So Scotty Sanders is playing on that. He's a legendary steel player.
He's played steel on so many country songs that you would know.
On everything.
It's just like,
so he's just the man that he just knows what to do. And so we came with the song and kind of gave them the vision of how we wanted it to sound and feel, and then Trent and the band really kind of just crafted it with us. So
It's absolutely fantastic. Now I feel like I'm hogging the stage here.
Fine, don't you worry. I'm here, happy to listen, but I do want to take it back. So I myself have brothers, and we know sibling rivalry is a huge thing. So for you two especially, you're working together, playing together.
Right.
Is there occasions where you'll agree with something and you'll disagree with something, especially when songwriting? And I guess the question people want to know is, brothers fight. Is there been occasions where you've gone to a gig or you've gone to a festival and you've gone, don't want to talk to you, leave me alone, and then until you get on stage?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, so we've been doing this for 3 years now, and growing up, like, that was very true. Obviously, we're a year and a half apart, so we're really close. And I mean, we would wrestle, we would fight, we'd choke each other out, we'd give each other bruises, like we would freaking go
Like proper brothers.
Oh yeah, like proper brothers, exactly. And I think one of the best things for our relationship has been doing this together, because we love the music, and it's realized how much we love doing it together. And we say so much, like, we would not be doing this if it wasn't for the other person. Like, it would be so hard to do this by yourself. And the fact that we get to do it with not only a friend, but a brother is one of the best gifts in the entire world.
I feel I'm going to cry.
Just
the
really
raw,
is.
I can see there's a lot of raw emotion that goes into your music. And that's what we love over here in the UK.
Yeah.
As much as everyone knows country music is about truck, women and beer.
Yeah, right.
More of that kind of emotional talk about your feelings country, I feel, has come out a lot more.
Yeah.
And I can sense that's what you really put into your music. But Miles, from your side, are you the older one or are you the younger one?
I'm the younger one.
So you're the younger one. So are you the normally one that calls the ruckus? And
Exactly. That's the way it goes.
I usually am, but I mean, I would second everything he said, but I definitely probably am more of the troublemaker. But I mean, we don't really fight either. I mean, we really I'd say now, growing up, we fought a lot, and we had kind of our own different lanes. But now, like, I think we just have a mutual respect that we know like what each other's strengths are, and we let each other go into those areas and like kind of like build each other up in those areas.
So like kind of feed off each other.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like we both like, he brings something I can't bring, and I bring something he can't bring, and that's what makes it better. You know what I mean? And so, like the competition is trying to just be everything, but like since we're a duo, neither one of us are everything. We're half of it, and I think we do a good job of sharing it and giving each other our spotlight. You know.
That's really good to hear. You know, that aspect of having someone there that can be the other half that you need.
Yeah.
Being a family member as well, you know, it must really gain that confidence.
Yeah,
totally.
I think me and Dom, we need to actually thank you for bringing over the Arizona sun.
Yeah.
The north of
Yes.
England is
Yo,
never.
dude,
The north of England
yeah.
is never like this.
that's
amazing.
You know, I've heard stories from Buckle and Boots the previous years, so this is mine and Dom's first,
Yeah.
as well as your own, I believe.
Right.
So you know, we're loving the sun. I'm probably going to go home with sunburn.
yeah.
It is what it is. So tell us, so far, you know, Buckle and Boots Manchester. What's your overall experience of the festival? You know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. People have been amazing. It's great to see cowboy boots in England or in the UK. It's like, that's like, feels a little bit like home, you know? And people have been so kind. The food's great. The beer is amazing. And the music is amazing. So it's been fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about the hot weather. We're saying it's hot. You guys
Yeah.
probably thinking it's actually quite mild and very chilly here.
I'm
so
cold. I have a jacket. I brought a jacket because I'm like, and as soon as the shade comes, I'm freaking freezing.
There's them bringing a jacket in this weather.
And
There's
everybody
me
else is in
trying
shorts.
to hide from the sun, and I'm here like dying.
I just want to quickly touch upon the point of the brothers. Now, in terms of your actual family, you know, parents and other, do you have any other siblings or anything? And how do they take to you traveling around the world and performing music? How have they supported you in life? And, you know, what is the other side of the aspect there?
Yeah, that's that's another one of the reasons why we're doing this is the support that we get from our family, you know. We have a sister, and she's actually here at the festival with us, and our mom as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, our whole family, my dad, my mom, my sister, my wife, and I mean, the support that it takes to be able to do this is really the fuel in the engine that makes doing something like this possible.
Yeah.
Support from fans, support from family, and I mean, every family member is a gift from the Lord to give us the fuel to do this. So the fact that they're here with us, that they get to do this thing with us and experience it and cheer us on, really, makes it doable. So.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, I can say on behalf of Regan and myself, you've certainly got two new fans here.
Yeah, honestly, like, you know, sitting down here, it's a great opportunity. Before we finish off, I've got a cliche question to ask.
go.
It's something I think I'd like to say I've created on my own. So we know you can't spell country without try. So where do you two want to try and get to in country music?
I mean, there's like some basic milestones that I feel like in the country world you gotta strive after. I'd say the Grand Ole Opry is one of them. The Grand Ole Opry, as far as performances goes, is really like just like the Super Bowl, I think. And then I just say, like, we're touring, you know, and we're building this thing, and so we'd love to just be able to continue to build that, to have our own headlining tour. You know, we have some landmarks that we are having in the future, like playing Red Rocks is a big one. Playing in an arena, playing in a stadium, things like that. And then just like we have an artist that we're getting to open up for Chris Stapleton in November.
Oh, wow.
We're playing on a bill with Chris and Marcus King, which are two of our all-time favorite artists.
And if you would have asked us a year ago, we would have had that as an answer.
Yeah.
So that is checked off, which is like
Right.
insane that we get to do that.
So there's some milestones, but those I think are like kind of the meccas that we've thought about up to this point.
That's brilliant.
Perfect answer, if you ask me. Like, I like to see the faces go like, what, I don't know.
Yeah.
You gets the brain clicking. I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
To finish off, really, isn't it?
To finish off, I've got one last question. That's from the Mr. Paul Adams from U Country as part of Live in the Living Room. If there was one question that we could have asked you that nobody's ever asked you or that we haven't asked tonight, what would it have been?
I don't know. You guys have asked great questions.
Yeah, great questions.
I don't know. I always love talking about the songs. Like, so any opportunity that we have ever to like talk. I think my favorite question that actually is rare that people ask is like when they know a lyric from a song and they're like, tell me about what did you mean by saying that? Because my favorite part of the whole thing is the songwriting and is like putting little nuggets in there, and when people notice little nuggets, it's like those are the best moments. So not that you guys didn't ask good questions, but that's just generally my favorite question that I ever get asked.
Okay, to take a twist on that, out of all the songs you've written so far, what has been your favorite line to ever write?
That's a great
That's a
question.
great line. That's a great question. Oh man. Okay. We just our next song that we're putting out is a song called "Give Me Some Whiskey," and there's a song. I'm gonna have to remember exactly. There's some like little nuggets, but I think there's two in that song that I really love. There's one. It's "Leave me out on the front porch. Don't even have to go inside. I'll sing you every sad song that I know on this old 45." And I play a J45 guitar.
Bloody hell.
And so it's like a little shout out to my guitar, you know.
Yeah.
And then the other one was "Put me out like a cigarette, like that neon light buzzing over all this honky tonk bar smoke, sipping number 7 on ice." And so it's another number thing, and it's number 7 is Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels,
yeah, exactly. So
We're big Jack Daniels
yeah,
fans.
so just like the put me out like he's buzzing, drinking this Jack Daniels like the
Neon's
neon
buzzing
light.
up there.
They're gonna put it out when it's closing time. So those are two of my favorite lines. They're just like little crafty lines.
Like it's a lyrical masterclass. This.
It certainly is.
I
I'm
saw
loving
your
it.
reaction when he said it, and you were like, "Oh my god, wow!"
But yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
It's
guys.
been an absolute honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you
Pleasure.
guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for
Thank you,
tuning
guys.
into Live in the Living Room, and we'll see you all next time. Regan, final
Yeah,
words?
Thank you very much. It's been myself, Wannabe Cowb0y, but I think we should turn it onto the acts themselves. Where can people find you?
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. We got a EP coming out this summer, and we got 2 songs coming out from that. And then we're going back. Actually, when we get back from Europe, we're going back to Nashville, finishing it out to make it a full record.
Fantastic.
So that's going to be coming out later this year. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely amazing. It's been the Kruse Brothers. It's Kruse Brothers. So make sure you check them all out. Absolutely fantastic. Take care, everybody. See you all next time.
Bye.
Thank you guys.